Hi Flosstube, it's Sam here with my second Flosstube video. I got such an overwhelming welcome with the first one, and I'm so thankful for the community welcoming like they did, and I definitely want to keep it on. So I mentioned in my last video that I'm going to talk about my Stitch Mania plans, or what we're going to call plans. But I also wanted to kind of go over my whips, and I have a question that I need to pose to y'all that I need y'all to answer for me with y'all's opinions, because it's driving me crazy. Okay, first, my whips. The first thing I worked on since my last video was the April section of the Lakeside Needleworks Under the Sea Stitch Along. So that now I am fully caught up on it. And so, here's this. And the April block is the two little kids in the submarine. I think it's so adorable. So, I love the way this one's coming together. The fact that it blends into one big picture and not individual blocks. Don't get me wrong, I like the individual blocks for the other ones, but for this one, I really like how it's all flowing together. So I'm fully caught up on that one till next month. The next thing I worked on for Jessie Marie's birthday stitch along, the first day was work on your oldest whip, and I guess it's been over a year since I started this Heaven and Earth design. It's Mini Treasure Hunt Bookshelf by Amy Stewart. And I got really into it when I first got it, and then, you know, I kind of tapered away from it, and it was really nice to come back to it. I'm excited to work on it some more now. Kind of got me out of my dead zone with it. So this is where I'm at now. This is pretty much where I ended. I mean, these blocks down here are all my new stitches. This is about 2/3 of the first page. And I'm still learning so much when it comes to this that it's probably going to change all throughout it. And I'm going to have this big picture that looks so scatterbrained, but that's okay, because it's genuinely me. I made it. It wasn't made by a machine, and it's a learning curve. So one of the big changes I'm making, and really, I mean, you can't even tell. Maybe once I get more done, maybe you'll be able to tell. I don't know. But I started 2/2, or 2/1 on 25 count Lugana, and it got so thick that I couldn't even push my needle through. I was stabbing myself trying to push that needle through. So after watching one of Jessie Marie's videos of her working on it, I decided to change to just 1/1. And so far I can't tell a difference. And so we'll just see how it turns out. I'm not restitching all of this to start over and do it a different way. I've already done that twice before this, so we're just going to keep going. So this is my oldest whip, and I also worked on it, or I will be working on it again. So you're going to see it again real soon, and I'll explain that in a few. The next thing I worked on for the Easter UFO in Ultimate Cross Stitch Group is you had to post all your whips and then pick one and put 500 stitches in it. And there's a story here too. So I picked up Hello Kitty. She is a gift from my sister, and if you see my last video, I've come a long way, because she barely had like this much done. 500 stitches actually made a lot of picture on this. But apparently I didn't count quite right. And I trimmed before I should have, and she literally goes down this way to the very bottom. Like, very bottom. But it's okay, because with what I plan to do with her, I put this hard backing on the back, and then I trim around it anyway. So as long as I can keep it to stay together until I'm finished, it'll work out just fine. But she is looking adorable. Figured I'd do all the black and then go in and fill in with the colors. And I was actually stitching on this at work during a horrible storm, and it was keeping me from crying because I was scared, because I'm a big baby like that. Okay, so the next thing I worked on was also for Jessie Marie's day 2, which was JMD or S for her and her husband's initials, and also the initials of her YouTube channel. And I worked on the Haid some that morning, which is Mini Treasure Hunt Bookshelf, so the M. And then for the evening, I decided to go with J, my jack-o'-lantern. This is from one of the cross-stitch magazines. When I photocopied it to be able to highlight it, the page itself doesn't say which magazine it comes from, and I've put the magazine in storage, so I have no idea. But it's turning out really cute. You can't see my French knot in his eyeball. I'm gonna have to fix that. And I really like the background, and now that the picture's coming together more, I don't feel like it's being washed out by the background. Maybe it does if you get real close, but you're not gonna get real close. All right. And lastly, for cross stitch, it's fun. They had Stitch a Chick, which I didn't have a chicken or a chick, but I felt like this one was Eastery and springtime. So it's called Live Simply. I showed the pattern last time, and you'll get to see it when it's done. So I'm not gonna pull that out, but I was right about here, and I got all this done. I did about 314 stitches on it. I say about, and I give you an exact number because I'm so silly like that. All right, that's my whips. Yay! So here's my question. Like I said, I stepped away from my Haid for a very long time, and I've come back to it. And of course, with this community, I've got renewed vigor for it. But I'm also thinking about maybe starting a second one. And I'm kind of curious what y'all think. Should I wait and get some more pages done on that one, or start the second one? I figure if I do another one, then I will, because I only stitch the Haids at home because they're so big and they've got so much with them, and it's kind of dusty out where I work, so I don't want to risk getting them dirty. That the first week of the month, on the days that I'm off, which is roughly 2 to 4 days a week that I'm off, I work on it at home. And then the second week I'll change to the second Haid and go back and forth. So excuse the fact that it's going to blind you for just a minute because it's on my tablet. This is the other one that I'm thinking about starting. And it is so beautiful. Just the colors, the gold and the reds and the kitty butterflies, everything. I just love everything about it. I think it's gorgeous. And it's not, the colors aren't showing up great doing this, but at least you get an idea of what it is. So let me know. Should I get that one started? Or should I just wait and stick with my Haid for a little longer? Okay, next is I want to go over some of the other events going on the rest of this month, and then I'll start with Stitch Mania, and then hopefully again before May I'll come in and update plans for other events that are going on in the month of May. And also I'll be going over Jessie's birthday sale the rest of the month as I'm doing this, because some of them are going to overlap several days, and I'll show you what I mean with the first one. So the next big event we have going on in the Stitch Mania group is the Earth Day sale, and it's, Earth Day. I don't remember exactly how they put it, but you get the gist. Something. Well, I'm stitching on my kitties. It's called Cat Trio. It's by Doreen Jones, and it was in the World of Cross Stitch magazine, issue 238. And I'm stitching it on 32 count Jobelin white. And this is all I've gotten done. And because the pattern's digital, I can't show you what it's going to look like. However, and I didn't explain this very well last time, so I'll explain better. There's a blue background, and it's different blues so that it looks, see how it does the different shapes? Kind of does that with background and different blues. And then there's the green and brown kitty, and then there's a a blue kitty that lays in front of it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to keep the sky blue because the sky is supposed to be blue, unless it's just a horrible weather day. And this kitty will be green and brown. And then the little kitty in front of it is going to be variations of purple instead. So that this color scheme goes with my mom's colors for her bedroom. So that fits the Earth Day style because the greens and the browns and the blues, just, it's very earthy. I really like it. Also, right after that, that's on April 22nd. On April 28th, Cross Stitch Finish Line is having a stitch along called Love Your Mom Style, or Love Mom. And since this is for my stepmom, mom, whatever, I'm going to stitch on it then too. Also, it falls in the Jessie cell under the animal on the 19th and the family one on the 26th. So I'm sure it qualifies for a few others, but those are the two that I'm going to do those for. Next is I Know My ABCs cross stitch on Cross Stitch Finish Line, and I'm going to be doing Snowflakes or Angel Kisses, because Kisses starts with a K. And actually I could show you what this one's going to look like because I have the book with me tonight. There's where I'm at though. And where'd the book go? Here we go. It's that one right up there in the corner. All in rich blues. So pretty. And I'm going to turn it into an ornament. But that one for the I Know My ABCs. It may also come across for Close to a Finish on April 22nd for Jessie's cell. Because these really do stitch up fast. The fact that they are taking me so long is simply because my attention span has not been there. Okay, so the rest of Jessie's. Enabled today. I'm trying to work on my hay. Haven't had a lot of time. Because I wasn't able to start it by Cross Stitch and Discuss. They had a hay stitch along. And they just had so many people posting about them, and they were so beautiful. So that's one I was enabled to start. Maroon, Orange, Purple. I'll be doing the jack-o'-lantern again because obviously the pumpkin's going to be orange. It's also got some purples in there. It's very Halloween-y. And the fabric's maroon. See, I get all your colors in there, Jessie. One project. Okay, the animal. I'll be doing the cat trio like I showed you earlier. Pretty. Oh, I picked Faith. Sorry, that is kind of reflective there, but I think it's beautiful. And just whimsical. The colors are beautiful. That's going to be my Pretty on April 20th. On 21st, we got the a difficult project, a project to do with Taurus or Diamond. And of course, I'll be doing the Birthstone Dragon stitch along. April's is the Diamond Dragon. And just in case you hadn't seen my last video, this is where I'm at. We're going to be adding April down there. So, I've been patient, not doing my stitch alongs. The first few days that I get them is very difficult, but I knew this was coming and I saved it just for that. And it usually takes me a day or two to finish them, so I should get quite a bit done. 22nd, Close to a Finish. I'm probably going to either do the Snowflakes or Faith because they're both quick to complete. May even finish that dragon if I'm that close. So, close to a finish. 23rd is 29 to do with her turning 29. I'm right there behind you. I'll be turning 29 in August. I haven't figured out where I'm going with that yet. There's so many ways to interpret that, and I just haven't thought enough about it yet. But we've got a few days. On the 24th, Bookish, I will be working on a bookmark. See, that makes total sense, right? And this one's almost finished too, but it's that seahorse bookmark. I really just have maybe an inch or two left down here. It's not much at all. So that's for bookish. April 25th, new start, recent start. This one, okay, so my most recent start is the Advent Animals, so I do have that one pulled out. But I may start a new start that day, but with Stitch Mania coming up and me having to start so many new things then, I'm trying to make myself wait. We'll see what happens. Okay, so look for that on April 25th. April 26th is family, and of course I'm working on the cat trio because it's for my mom. So, that's all the other events. Now on to Stitch Mania. Now, this is my first time joining Stitch Mania. And if you look at the event, it says 15 starts in 15 days. But everyone is interpreting that differently. Everyone's doing something a little different. And like I said, I've got plan-ish. So I'll go over the stuff that I've kitted. And then I have some ideas for some more. I don't have a set number of how many I'm going to start. We'll see what I make it through in the month of May. And then I think I'm going to do what I've seen a lot of the Flosstubers doing is however many of those get finished this year is how many I will start next year. Unless something happens and I go completely insane between now and then, which is possible. So, here we go. And I'm not doing these in any particular order. As I feel like it, I will pull them out. So I'm just going to show them to you as I come across them over here in my pile. This one, and see, here's the hard part. A lot of these are digital patterns. They're on my iPad, which is at work with my husband, so I can't show you the patterns. So I'm just going to have to talk about them. This one is, I'm going to do it on Black Ada. I believe it's 14 count. Because working on black is hard enough. We don't need to make my holes super tiny. So Black Ada. And it's a pattern by Doreen Jones. I have decided she has to be my favorite person. I mean, I like a lot of people, but when I went through and figured out who makes most of my patterns, so many of them are Doreen Jones. I really love her work. So, it's it has a white cat and other stuff, and it says love my cat or something like that. It's really cute. I really wish I had the pattern here to show you. So that's the first one, fully kitted up and ready to go. My second one, I do have the magazine for it. Give me just a second. It's this one. Isn't that gorgeous? Fall is my absolute favorite month, and I love the colors. Month. It's my favorite season. I love the colors, and I really want to decorate for it so that my home feels as autumn as the rest of the world. And if you've noticed, back here, nothing's decorated yet. We haven't lived here that long, and I don't have a lot to decorate with, which is why I need to get some of these projects done. So this is Autumn Wreath. It's just Cross Stitch Magazine, October 2014. And it is so pretty. And then I'm really hoping it works the way that I want it to. But I got this fabric, and it's beautiful. And it's called Tiger's Eye. I don't remember who made it. And the lady took the tag off of it when she cut it and put it in the bag. It doesn't make any sense. So I can't even tell you. I have it written down somewhere. And it's coming out kind of a lot more like orangey on there. It's darker than what's shown on there. Does that help? Oh, that's a little better. But anyways, that's the fabric for it. I think it's gorgeous. The next one is This Nest is Blessed, also in a magazine. It's, you know, for the life of me, I cannot remember what it looks like because I haven't looked at it in a couple days. But this is Zweigart Silk Weaver Belfast 32 count in dusk that I got when I went to an LNS down in Houston. And it's very mottled. It's blue and light purple, very lavendery overall. I don't know that that comes across, but you know. So I'll be starting that one. And then my last one is also Doreen Jones. It's called, I called it Welcome to Christmas. The magazine calls it Welcome to, I may call it Welcome to the Joneses. On the thing, it says Welcome to Joneses. But she gives you the letters to change it. And of course, mine won't say Jones. Very close, but not Jones. It'll say James. So, but it's Christmassy. So it's like a little banner I can hang up on the front door when it's Christmas time. Very pretty. And I'm going to be doing it on, I believe this is more of that 32 count Jovelin. That got snipped off when I separated the two. We'll see. And then this one's not kitted, but there's also a stitch along for it at the end of this month, lasting all month until the middle of next month. So sometime in May, I will start it and join this out and have it for Stitch Mania. And it's Lizzie Kate. Good things come to those who stitch. I think it's really pretty. And I don't know if I'm going to change the colors yet or not. I guess I'm going to kind of play that by ear. But I'm thinking about doing it on the pretty model thing too. If not, then I also have a pink, like a really pink one that I may try it on. I had started using that fabric for a different pattern that just drove me crazy, and I said, no, I'm not going to finish this one. So, kind of disappointing. I've never done that before, but it was just driving me crazy. So, a few other ideas I have for Stitch Mania. I'd like to get Stitcherovia's charity stitch along. I know I'm seriously behind everybody else, but I really just love the way it's turning out, so I may pick that one up and start it. Or there's a sale next month. I can't remember which group, but it's Brooks Books Alice in Wonderland, and I'm considering starting one or more of those characters. I really love Cheshire Cat, and my sister's really big into the Mad Hatter. So one of those two maybe. Oh, I do have a couple more that I actually have to look for that I'm going to do. I'm going to get started, and I mean, these will be one of the first ones I start in May because I want to get them done for my children's teachers by the 26th of May. And you know, these bookmarks stitch up kind of fast, but you know, I've got so much going on. Have you seen everything I've showed you? Have you been paying attention? Okay, so I think the first one's in the very back. It says, let your imagination soar. And it's just some hot air balloons. I'm not sure what, I think there's a colored picture somewhere. So I can see what it's supposed to look like. I may end up changing some colors there. I have some nice variegated floss that I have no other use for. So I may use that. Oh, here we go. In there, can you see it? I know it's kind of blurry, I'm sorry. Okay. That's something else I have to get used to, is how y'all see. Because when I try and show you something, then I block my view and I can't see what you see. And the other one I'm thinking about doing is It's a Perfect Day to Read a Book. And it's a perfect Isn't that adorable? So, my daughter's in 3rd grade and my son is in 1st. So, I think you can guess which one's for which teacher. Can you guess? Huh? I keep looking at the wrong camera. I'm just letting y'all know. I was trying to decide between doing this on my phone because my husband has my tablet, or doing it on the computer with the webcam, and I look horrible on the webcam, and I didn't know how it would upload, and so I didn't go with that. I had one more thing that I was gonna say. Oh, the other thing, and I'm gonna be cheating here, and you don't get to judge me, okay? You can judge me, I don't care. But to get a few other starts in, to have as many starts as I can come up with, I may cheat. And like I said, I find the Advent animals I've been labeling them as individual projects. This one's done, new project. This one's done, new project. So I may start, like, get the borders and start the next few all the way down. Who knows? I may use that as new starts. So, yeah. All right. Well, that's it for me. I hope I did okay. Is this video better than the last one? I know that I had some framing issues in the last one because, 1, I didn't know what I was doing, and 2, it was the only way I could get my iPad to stay up that time. I'll work on it, I promise. So, if you have any other suggestions for me, let me know. Remember, tell me whether or not I should start another Haid, right? This one seems to have a lot less confetti than my mini treasure book hunt, so I think it'll be a totally different experience. And I'm just so excited. Y'all have me so excited. So I think that's everything. I hope y'all have a great stitchy week, and I thank you all so much for subscribing and commenting and everything that makes you. Have a great day.